Life long ago. Life wasn't always the way it is today. Long ago, most families lived on farms. Living on a farm meant that you could grow your own food, since there were no grocery stores back then. Long ago, many things were harder to do, even something as simple as boiling water. For example, washing machines weren't around yet. Clothes were all washed by hand. Furniture had to be made by hand. You had to make your own candles for light because there was no electricity. Water came from a well and not a tap. Some of our grandparents or great-grandparents lived on farms. If we go back even further in time, the only people that lived here were the Native Americans. One day, a long time ago, some white men sailed into the natives' land. Their captain was Christopher Columbus. They came in 3 ships called the Niña, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. After he went back, others decided to come here to settle and live in America. One important group of settlers were called the Pilgrims. They were some of the first people to arrive. They built a brand new settlement and called it Plymouth. The new people that came to America on ships from other countries were called immigrants. Most of these immigrants landed on Ellis Island in New York. Along the way, they would pass the Statue of Liberty. This statue is now a sign of freedom to many people. Freedom was also important to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was an important man who did a lot of work to make sure that all Americans had the same freedoms. This means that we can all share the same places together, even though many of us look different from each other. You can see that life was very different and much harder for the early Americans than it is for all of us today. Thanks for taking this trip back in time with us, and we hope to see you again soon.